in this video, I might end up pissing you off, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it real. So I've seen a few videos and a few posts about like uh, negative positivity, and I want to talk about this because it kind of caught me off guard, and I was like, negative positivity? What the fuck? That make no sense. But what they're talking about is those moments where it's like those people who are like, I'm positive. Life sucks. It's all good. It's okay. I'm fine. That's not okay, right? When I'm sad, I cry immediately. I don't hold it back. I think when you're sad, that is a sign for you to cry. Like, don't holding tears back does not make you strong. That eventually actually makes you weak. It puts holes in your armor. How you get rid of those holes and fix your armor is you cry when you're sad. Maybe the only time you don't do that is like if you're mad, right? I used to have an anger problem. So like I used to get so mad I would be like, type fucking mad, right? So that's not okay. But training your mind to be able to deal with life is not toxic positivity. It's not negative positivity. It's how you become your greatest version and how you walk through hell with a smile on your face, right? Like, I'm literally, like, I protected my energy so well that, like, when I was homeless, broke, holes in my shoes, all this shit, so broke I couldn't afford anything, all this shit, whatever the fuck, no one would have known. Everyone would have thought that I was rich as fuck. No one's gonna know when I'm rich. No one's gonna know when I am rich. No one's gonna know if I'm broke. No one's gonna know anything because I am always like this. Always. I'm always me because I have trained myself to be able to deal with reality and to be myself and to not let reality affect myself. This is all about gaining control over ourselves. I made a video recently on TikTok about like once you fix your mental health, the world looks different, right? It's not just the world looks different, your thoughts are different. What you think about is different. Like, you can change what you think about. People say all the time, I can't control my mind. No, you can't because you say you can't. I don't know what that word means. I don't allow myself to think like that. I just don't. I don't allow myself because I used to self-harm. I used to cut myself. I used to have depression. I used to have anxiety. I used to have all that shit. And I refuse to ever have that shit again. So I feel like people need to understand that toxic positivity only comes from people not who are not positive. Like, that's what I'm trying to explain. Anyone who's talking about toxic positivity, they're seeing people who are positive. They're not really positive because people who are positive don't always look positive, right? I'm fucking happy as shit 24/7, but people would be like, you don't seem that happy. Do you want me to smile all day and just be like, life's great? But I am, though. Like, for the most part, I do. Even when I'm not smiling, my energy is so bright. Like, I'm so positive energy, positive thinking, such a positive soul that my soul emits positive energy out into the world. The reason why I stress to change your mind, to literally gain control of your mind, to stop thinking negatively as much as possible, to learn how to control your fucking thoughts, to not be too reliant on the exterior world to control how you feel, because the issue people are having is if they went through, like, for example, people say all the time, like, when I went through the breakup and I was homeless and all this other shit, they're like, well, if that was me, like, they start thinking if that was them, but I'm not them, right? I wouldn't do what they do. I wouldn't think how they think. I don't feel how they feel. I refuse to allow myself to feel anything other than what I deserve to feel. I know what I deserve to feel every day now. So that's why I make music every day. That's why I put myself first. That's why I do what I love. That's why I'm working on all this shit. Because the key to true positive thinking is focusing on what you can control and never, ever, ever think about what you have no control over. Ever. There is no point for it to ever cross your mind. So what should be crossing your mind is what do you have control over? And the funny thing is, you have control over your mind. That's the first thing. Like, if it's just you in a room with nothing in the room, it's just you, your mind's there. And if you don't control that thing is going to control you. So, the toxic positivity comes from people who want to be positive, who are learning to be positive from people who are not really positive, right? Like, this is why I started doing life coaching, and I'm starting to do these things more to try to teach what I know instead of just spreading all the knowledge I have. But it's like, no, I want to try to teach these techniques and these things that I do to really just try to spread this shit, because I'm sick and tired of this negative bullshit. Like, I'm sick and tired of I'm just sick and tired of it, bro. Like, I'm sick and tired of depression and anxiety being normalized, but then happiness is demonized, right? Like, I post I'm happy as fuck, people be like, they get mad. People get mad when they see the happy guy, right? You got the guy who's happy as fuck all the time, people get mad because they're not happy. And then people get really, let me tell you, I piss off rich people. You wanna know why I piss off rich people? Because I was broke as shit with holes in my shoes. Happier than fucking anyone I know. Happier than most of these rich guys. I didn't need to search for anything. I don't need anything. I don't need to hang out with people. I don't need to look for anything. I found everything. And it's in the mirror. It's me. Everything I've ever needed and everything I will ever want and desire is in me. Everything that can heal me, in me. Everything that can harm me, in me. Everything. So once I realized that it's not about being positive, it's about being real, that's what changed everything. That's what literally changed everything, and I gained control over my mind. I stopped self-harming. I've been in a relationship since I was like 15, right? Not with the same girl, but like I haven't been single since 15. So now I've been single for 10 months. And in this 10 months, I was scared when I first became single because I was just self-harming. When I was in the relationship, I was self-harming. So I was scared that I was going to go back to that. I was scared because I was single and I was alone. I live alone. I only get my daughter on the weekends. So for the weekdays, I spend my time alone. But what I decided to do was gain control over myself, my life, my mind, my finances, my reality, what I want to do with my life, and start building this thing, right? This is why I started figuring out how can I turn my life into my job? How can I actually start my music career? How can I start learning how to DJ? How can I do all this shit? How can I change the way I think? How can I stop self-harming? How can I get rid of my anxiety and never have depression ever again? That's, like, it was literally me becoming single, spending time alone, tripping alone, being alone, facing myself, looking in the mirror, figuring out that I am the problem for every problem I've ever had in my life. That's what people need to do. Not positive thinking. You need to realize that you are the problem in your life. You need to realize that it's not your parents anymore. You're a grown human being. Your parents haven't been in the thing since you were living with them. So the reality is that money is not going to make you happy. You are going to make you happy. No relationship is going to make you happy. No love, no other people. You are going to make you happy. That's it. It's just you. You are the only person that can do anything for you. You are the only thing that can help you. But you have to be real with you. And you have to be you. Because so many people are being or trying to be the thing they want to be instead of being what they actually are. They're trying to uphold an image instead of being real and saying, I've been trying to uphold an image. Like, if you've been trying to uphold an image and it's just causing you to have depression and anxiety and you're freaking out and you can't uphold that image anymore, so now, like, it's hard for you to uphold the image, so then therefore you're stressing out and it's just hard or whatever, let go of the image. Let go. And stop resisting what is, right? Because people, that negative positivity is only when you are in your head wanting to cry, but you are outside saying, oh, I'm fine, I'm happy, everything's good, it'll be fine. That is not okay at all. I cried. When my ex left, I sat in my fucking room and cried for weeks. for weeks. Cried myself to sleep for weeks, right? But I got the fuck up every day and worked on my thing though. I might have cried myself to sleep, but I got up every fucking morning motivated to fix this shit, to get myself right, to get my mind right, to get my life right, to be my best friend, to be my own best friend, to be my own savior, right? Because no one was coming to save me. So I think people need to realize that positive thinking doesn't work unless you're actually positive, unless you're actually happy, unless you're actually at peace. Because ever since I've been single, I decided to take my 24 hours in the day and put it in my hands, right? So every single day, I do what I love to do. Every single day, I'm working towards my future, my goals, my dreams, my life, because that's what I deserve. I deserve the love I was trying to give to the girl I was just with. I deserve that love. I will give that to me. People need to give themselves love, not happy thoughts. Give yourself, be easy on yourself. Give yourself some time to grow into your greatest version. Also, give yourself some time to not be your greatest version. Give yourself some time to have an anger issue if that's what you really have. Because I had an anger issue, so I would scream. And so I used to scream and I would lose my voice, bro. I would scream that loud. If I could really explain it to y'all, it'd be embarrassing. Because y'all would be like, what the fuck? But I would scream so loud, I would lose my voice. But that was needed at that point in my life because, yeah, people will say, you shouldn't do that. No, I should have done that at that exact fucking moment because that was the only way I would not be doing that now. Because if you hold back that shit, it becomes depression, anxiety, fucking, lack of self-belief. It becomes this thing that gets worse and worse. Screaming, being angry, crying yourself to sleep, these are not good things, but those are the real positive things. Those are the things that really make you positive, that really make you happy, that bring your peace back. There is no way you're going to find your peace if you are trying to mask your reality with positivity. Positivity only comes when you face your darkness. Your darkness, your ego, your desires, your unconscious desires, your unconscious behavior, your unconscious thoughts, your unconscious way of living, your unconscious way of being. That shit needs to be dealt with, and then positive thoughts will follow. As soon as you fix your mental health, the world looks differently. That shit is real. That's why I made that video earlier. Because I was looking at the world, and I was like, I'm not even tripping, but why does the world look so beautiful? It's just always so, the trees just look so nice, and the leaves, and everyone looks so happy. And I was like, hey, what's up, to the guy, and he was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm doing pretty good. And I was like, oh shit, he was doing good. And I was like, life is great. It's our perspective. What are people looking at? Because let me tell you, I live in the projects. I don't have much extra money right now because I'm trying to build my thing. I've been trying to do all this shit. I ended up single. I almost fucked my life up. All this shit, bro. But I've been happy as fuck the whole time. When I was homeless on the streets, I was still, I would cry. I was sad. But because I do not hold my feelings, I cry when I'm sad. And back then, I was screaming when I was mad. So, I would cry when I was sad. I would scream when I was mad. But then I would smile when I was happy. Genuinely smile when I was happy. And, I feel like people can't feel their genuine happiness because they're not feeling their genuine sadness. They're masking it with all the bullshit. They're using drugs to get rid of these fucked up feelings. They're going out to escape. They're dating this person just so they don't have to be alone. They're doing this, and it's all that. It's no. Once you face all those things you're running from, you will find your positivity. It's on the other side of everything you're running from. Like, you're running from being alone. You're running from facing that anger issue. You're running from your tears. So you hold back your tears. No, you need to do the opposite. Hold back your anger issue and release those tears. You like, once we start being real, we will feel so much better. That is how you reach true positivity.